Hi, I'm Sanket Adhikari from nDesigns Nepal, and as we've already established in the previous video that design is communication, the fundamental principle of design is to communicate. In this video, and if you have not watched that video, please, the link is in the description. And now in this video, we will talk communicating effectively through designs. So we will go into the fundamental principles that we should follow while creating a design. And design can be in anything. It can be in digital platform, it can be in print media, it can be animations, it can be videos, it can be anything used to share content and people communicate with. Anything. While creating such designs, what are the fundamental principles that we should follow so that the design will communicate efficiently and in a legible manner? The principles are the principles of communication, and there are 7 principles of communication, and each principle of communication begins with a C, the letter C. So we say it the 7 C's of communication. So what are the 7 C's of communication? Fine, we will discuss that one by one very quickly. The first C is important, and that's clarity. So what is clarity? Clarity in its simplest form, it just means that you as a communicator, as a designer, you should understand what the message is about. You should be clear about what you are trying to communicate, because if you are clear, then what you produce will also be clear. If you have a foggy idea about what you're trying to communicate, then the result will be the same. The customers, the audience will not be able to pinpoint exactly what a design is trying to communicate. So be clear. Clarity was number 1. Number 2, that's completeness. What is completeness? The word gives off itself. Completeness means while communicating, the message should be complete. As simple as that. Clarity, completeness. Now you might be wondering, how can I make a design complete? What are the criteria that I should fulfill so that the message will be complete? Okay, while we're talking about completeness, there are 6 questions you can ask to yourself. 5 W and 1 H. What, why, where, when, who. 5 W, how, that's 1 H. So these 5 W's and 1 H, if you answer these questions in your design, in your communicating message, then your design will be somehow completed. Of course, there are some exceptions. Of course, the rules can sometimes be broken, but these are the fundamental principles. Now, it's the turn of number 3, that's conciseness. What is concise? Concise means accurate and to the point. To elaborate, concise means using the least amount of characters, using the least amount of design elements, but still communicating in a full-fledged manner. Now here comes the problem. Here comes the difficult part. We have already said that there are 7 C's of communication, out of which we are in the 3rd part, which is conciseness, and in the previous part of completeness, we have already asked ourselves 6 questions, and now in this portion, we're talking that we should use the least amount of design elements as possible. That's true. Communicating more with less, that's design. The 4th point now is correctness. That's important. Your facts, your figures, your logics, they should be correct. Fundamentally correct. People should not be able to question the correctness of your design, because if so happens, then your designs is illegible. Then your designs is already frowned upon. It's not a good design. The 5th point is important, and I see this mistake being made, and I see impact. I see the impact caused by this mistake, and the 5th point of principle of communication is consideration. You see, it's difficult. When you are an expert in one field, when you are a professional in one field, the things that are basic to you might not be basic to other people listening to you. So you should have a consideration factor in your design. If you are communicating as a doctor, try not to use heavy jargons. Try to simplify things. If you are an engineer, try to simplify the concepts and try to be considerate to the people who are listening to you. Now the next point is concreteness. What is concrete? Concrete is something solid that does not break. Concrete is something people can trust upon. Concrete is something people can stand upon. Concreteness. What you create, should be concrete. What you create should have some stands on. People should be able to trust your design. Using flashy colors and irrelevant typography will not make your design concrete at all. And the final point is courtesy. Courtesy means having some empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of the viewers, respecting the boundaries of people. Your design should not cross any moral limitations. Your design should have some power, and it should not cross that, and it should not come below that as well. That's courtesy. Have some courtesy for your viewers. Thank you so much for watching. So these were the 7 C's of communication, and try to analyze them. When you analyze them, it will subconsciously come into you while you are creating some document, while you are creating some designs for people to see. And if you follow the principles that I stated in this video, you will do a much better job at communicating if you are not doing already. Thank you for watching. Sanket Adhikari from nDesigns Nepal. See you in the next video.